Swaminiti Namine. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshva Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is ki Jai Lord Ramchandra Shri Ram Navami Mahotsav ki Jai. Shri Sitaram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So welcome everyone and wishing all of you happy Ram Navami. Hare Krishna wherever you are, different locations, and hope you had a good time. It's a bit struggling, but it's all right. It's still a good time. Yeah. Now we have set up a program today. It's a 2 hour program. We will devotees realizations, and we'll have a small Srila Prabhupada class. We'll try and fit in some kirtan also and complete that, And we also wanted to launch a video, but there was some delay. I wanted to make some changes. The changes came in. I requested much later on the changes, so there's a delay because of me on this. So hopefully we'll be able to put out the video in a day or so. And but it is commemorating Lord Ramchandra's appearance day. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we've got the leader Sangha devotees who nicely um, accepted our request and would be speaking, sharing their realizations on the topic of Lord Ram's appearance day, and from what they have studied, the personal sadhana also, and what we have studied together. And as we say that there is no difference between Lord Krishna and Lord Ram. The Krishna and Lord Ram are the same. That's why we have got Lord Ram as Ram in our chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra too. It's a very high level difference, but it is not relevant for us. And we are fallen souls in this material world, struggling. We cannot discuss about the opulences of God, dear lordships. Although they may make themselves available to us very freely, but we have to be very careful about this. There is no difference between Lord Ram and Lord Krishna, and we have got all this together. We worship together Lord Ram. So sometimes Srila Prabhupada also mentions that Ram means Balaram and Ram means Lord Ram too. We both are absolutely accurate, because it's from Balaram all the incarnations appear of the Lord. And Lord Nrsingadev also, Lord Ram is a complete incarnation of Krishna. Slight differences in the opulences, but that is not very relevant for us. We do not even know. So we are very much in our worship of Lord Ram and request Lord Ram to appear in our hearts on this very special day to destroy the demon-like tendencies to enjoy the material world. Although there is not much to enjoy nowadays in this material world, but I can tell you one thing: once things settle down, you will start to enjoy again. We are like this. Hare Krishna. So yes, I would like to welcome devotees who would like to speak their realization first, and then we'll start the program rolling with it. So who would like to do so from the leader Sangha, please? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes, we can hear you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. And thank you, His Grace Amrish Prabhuji, Her Grace Pragya Devi Dasi Mataji, and His Grace Krishna Smarpan Krishna Prabhu for organizing this wonderful class on this auspicious day of appearance day of Sri Lord Ramchandra. And by the extreme causeless
Prabhuji,
mercy.
can you increase your volume a little bit? Is it possible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Still?
Same.
Same? I think the mic is a little bit. Hold on, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Is it better?
Yeah, come a bit close by. Yeah, that's better. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you very much for organizing this class and giving us this chance. And on this auspicious day, and giving this chance to remember Lord Sri Ram. And by the extreme causeless mercy of Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada, I'm here in Sri Dham, Vrindavan. So I'll just, yes, Prabhuji, I've been, I already spoken to His Grace Amrish Prabhu about it. And so I'll try to meditate it on Lord Ram and what we have studied, as Amrish Prabhu said that. So first of all, happy Sri Ram Navami and the divine appearance day of Lord Sri Ramchandra. So Sri Sita Ram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Lord Ram is Maryada Purushottam, the perfect son, perfect brother, perfect husband, and a perfect king. Everyone talks about Ram Rajya, where perfect society is shown, peace, prosperity, good God consciousness, no poverty, free from diseases and stress. So Ram Rajya without Lord Ram is not possible. So people want all the prosperity, peace, and health, but no God consciousness. So if we take shelter of Lord Ramchandra's lotus feet, then the Lord is very merciful that he gives protection to everyone who comes under his shelter. The holy name of the Lord and the Lord is identical. So Srila Prabhupada explained that. So when we chant the holy name of the Lord, then the Lord is always with us, no matter where we are. Although the Lord is omnipotent and exists in every atom of this universe in Paramatma form, but we have forgot the Lord. That's why we are suffering here and running here and there with stress. Hearing the pastimes of the Lord and qualities of the Lord from bona fide source, then all the anxiety and stress goes away. The pastimes of the Lord are given in Ramayana and Srimad Bhagavatam, but we need to study the scriptures from bona fide source and under the guidance of devotees of the Lord step by step. Because the pastimes of the Lord are bewildering to common people, the superhuman activities and confidential pastimes are easily to be understood by less intelligent people. So that's why we have to be very careful studying pastimes of the Lord and scriptures. I remember one verse in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 11. Avajananti mam mudha manusim tannum ashritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwara. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme Lord of the all that be. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada are explaining one point that I want to explain, that Prabhupada are saying the Supreme Personality of Godhead, although appearing like a human being, is not a common man. Foolish men consider Krishna and Ram to be merely a powerful man and nothing more. And material bodies cannot perform the wonderful acts. His body described here, Manusham, because he is acting just like a man, a friend, a politician, and in so many ways like an ordinary man. But actually, his body is Satchit Anand Vigraha. So I understood from this point that the Lord is supreme Lord in any situation. He doesn't need to take shelter of material energy to take birth and material body. He doesn't need to perform austerities and tapa to become God. He is Achyuta, infallible. So in any situation, Lord is Lord. So when the Lord appears, he displays his extraordinary powers in his pastimes. But fools and less intelligent people deride the Lord as ordinary human being or a powerful king. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, verse 9 that uh, Janma karma cha me divyam. Janma karma cha me divyam. Evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma. Naiti mameti so Arjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take birth again in this material world, but attaining my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So the appearance and activities of the Lord are transcendental, above the material conception and the modes. That's why we require bona fide and expert guidance to study these pastimes. As an Indian body, I grew up with watching Ram Leela and Ramayana, but never understood the significance and purpose of pastimes of the Lord. Only superficial meanings, and for the sake of it, I I took it, or I was understanding that. But by the causeless mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev and His Grace Amrish Prabhuji in Hare Krishna weekend, I got this chance to study and understood the scriptures and philosophy in bona fide way. And more importantly, how to implement the philosophy in our daily life, which is the special mood of His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Mam Maya Durattaya, means material energy is very powerful, but under his control, whoever surrenders unto him can get out of the control of this material energy. So the Lord is very merciful, and Lord Sri Ramchandra is ideal in every aspect. The Lord appears in different avatars with different purposes. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, is called Leela Purushottam. Like Lord Ram is called Maryada Purushottam. And Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called Karuna Avatar, the most munificent incarnation, who freely distributed the love of Godhead without seeing any qualification. So, um, similarly, the Lord appears as Archa Vigraha for deity worship and receiving the services. Then the God appears as holy name. So the holy name of the Lord and the Lord are identical. So the Lord present everywhere and in different incarnations. When we chant the holy name of the Lord, then the Lord reveals himself according to our qualification in our heart. And I pray to Sri Sitaram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman to appear in my heart and give me this chance to serve the Lordship under bona fide guidance. Srila Prabhupada says in the purport that so many neophyte devotees who simply give attention to the Archa Vigraha Murti, the form of the Supreme Lord in the temple, and does not respect other living entities, is uselessly worshipping the form of the Lord in the temple. There are three kinds of devotees of the Lord, and the neophyte is in the lowest stage. The neophyte devotee gives mere attention to the deity in the temple than to the other devotees. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur warns that this sort of mentality should be corrected. So Srila Prabhupada mentioned this point in the pulpit. So I have realized that the Lord reciprocate according to our purification. If we are still attached to material desires and things, even studying and chanting the holy name of the Lord after that, then the obstruction is from my side, not from the Lord's side. Because I must practice what I preach and walk the talk and stop hypocrisy. The Lord is simple and innocent. So we must approach the Lord in same innocence. I remember Guru Maharaj says that we require childlike innocence to approach Krishna. So I pray in the end to see Lord Ramchandra on this auspicious day to be merciful on me and engage me in the service of Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada and my senior devotees. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri Sitaram Lakshman Bhakt Hanuman ki Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please pray for us in Vrindavan Dham also on this very special day so we can progress in our bhakti and the service of Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for engaging us. Hare Krishna.
Jai Jai. Okay, who'd like to go next then? Thank you.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to share my lesson on Ram Navami. Thank you, His Grace Amrish Prabhu, His Grace Her Grace Purnipangra Devi Dasi Mataji, and His Grace Krishna Raman Krishna Prabhu. And thank you, devotees. I know you all are working and you are all very stressed, but you still came to the program, wishing that you will learn something new through our realization. And I don't know how Amrish Prabhu has so much confidence on us, but I keep feeling that realization levels are actually going down. The mind is becoming more down, and things look like a routine. But anyway, I'll share my relation, whatever I understand, and hopefully it makes sense to all of you. And since I'm repeating all those Vedic scriptures and Prabhupada instruction, so it will make sense to you. It's not my quality, it's not my capability. It's Prabhupada's and Guru Maharaj's capability. So we had a program today in the morning also with devotees, with young ones, who are the new ones. And surprisingly, they all showed up. I thought they will probably sleep. So it means Ram Navami and their interest was very encouraging. And we shared some pastimes and we tried to stick to the philosophy. And Prabhu, you will hardly believe that most of them are not aware of Ramayana fully and about to speak of Mahabharata, which is even more complicated. The reason is, I don't know what the reason is, because it's not there now anymore. Nobody talks about these things, the basic stories, basic philosophy. Like, and Sanjeev Babu just said, he grew up looking at Ram Leela and other stories, but this is not happening anymore. There are other online things happening, which are all I don't know how truthful they are. Unless, so that's my point today. And I picked up a verse from Bhagavatam, in which Shukadeva Goswami is starting to share about Lord Ram's appearance. And I was talking to devotees that in Bhagavatam there are 55 verses in which pastimes of Lord Ram has been covered, maybe elsewhere also, as Prabhuji said, that there's no difference between Krishna and Ram. But specifically, we talk about Ram. It's very, not much, but very profound, very serious. And it gives an idea that how we should study Bhagavatam and how we should relate all those things. So, Valmiki Ramayana has got 25,000 verses, as I was telling devotees. Bhagavatam has got 18,000 verses. And Bhagavatam as a whole is about 18,000 verses. And in that case, Lord Ram is only one chapter, couple of chapters. So because Bhagavatam has got so many things to cover, that's why. But Sukadeva Goswami talks very nicely about it, and then Prabhupada's purports are nectar, because then everything start making sense. Everything start making look it so practical, look it so touch and feel that you already get excited to read more about it. The verse I'm going to share is again very close to our Hare Krishna WECAN philosophy, particularly Amrish Prabhu's philosophy, his mood, which is very important. So this verse is, I'll just quickly recite this verse. Tasyanucharitam rajan rishibhistattvadarshibhihi sutam hi varnitam bhuri Tvaya Sita Pater Muhu. Translated by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O King Parikshit, the transcendental activities of Lord Ramchandra have been described by great saintly persons who have seen the truth. Because you have heard again and again about Lord Ramchandra, the husband of Mother Sita, I said describe these activities only in brief. Please listen. So that's how Sukadeva Goswami is starting this conversation with the Parikshit Maharaj out of context. And whenever I read Bhagavatam or whenever I get time, and when I see those descriptive information with such a purity given by Sukadeva Goswami, it blows me away. Now, the point I was going to raise here, which I was saying that it's as per our mood, which I love it, is Tattvadarshibhi. Who is actually qualified to give this knowledge? Whom we should listen? That's what you have, because you've heard again and again about Lord Chandra, the husband of Mother Sita. I'll describe this activity only in brief. And before that, O King Parikshit, the transcendental activity of Ramchandra, Lord Ramchandra, have been described by great saintly person, not like Ramana, not like somebody else, great saintly person. At that same point, Prabhupada expands in the purport. And I have heard in many lectures of Srila Prabhupada also that we need to be careful from whom we take instruction, whom we listen to. Because if you have same knowledge from a person who has not seen the truth, who's not Tattvadarshibhi or who's not realized Krishna or Ram, will misguide us. And that's same point Prabhupada here writes, in same mood we have got. We are very particular about these things, at least purity side. Not at least, purity side. And the verse which Prabhupada writes in the purport is again very popular verse, which again very close to this same mood is, we all know this, but I'll recite this for the context of it. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshayanti te jnanam jnaninastata darshinaha. You all know the translation, okay? And Prabhupada writes about this, but I read the translation anyway. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively, and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. And unless one is Tattvadarshi, in complete knowledge of absolute truth, one cannot describe the activities or the personality of Godhead. And that's why we always fall back to Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and all those scriptures written by Srila Prabhupada. And Maharaj also instructed in my personal instruction that don't read anything else. You don't need to read. And it makes a lot of sense. And in the purport, few lines where Prabhupada again emphasizes the same point. And we know all those things, when you come across. Not only, it's very hard to find this pure knowledge. Sometimes Lord Ramchandra activities are described in terms of one's own imagination, speculations, or material sentiments. That's Bollywood, or something like that. But the characteristics of Lord Ramchandra should not be handled as something imaginary. While describing the history of Lord Ramchandra, Sukdev Goswami told Maharaj Parikshit, you have already heard about the activities of Lord Ramchandra. Apparently, therefore, 5,000 years ago, there are many Ramayanas or history of the Lord Ramchandra activities, and there are many still. So this is not a problem which we are encountering now. This was the problem at that time also, because Raman was there in Treta Yuga. But we must select only those books written by Tattvadarshi, Jnaninas Tattvadarshina, not the books of so-called scholars who claim knowledge only by the basis of a doctorate. This is warning by Shukadev Goswami, Rishibhi Tattvadarshi. Although Ramayana composed by Valmiki is a huge literature, the same activities are summarized here by Shukadev Goswami in a few verses. So if you digest this knowledge in Bhagavatam, then, and if you listen the relation from Tattvadarshi, then probably, and if you surrender, of course, if that mood is not there, the mental speculation will come in. So that's where the purity of knowledge and from where we are listening is very important to understand Lord Ram or Lord Krishna for that matter. Now, in the same way, if we talk about this purity and the Tattvadarshi situation, means why only those realized soul? Even Arjuna, after listening to seed verses, he is repeating the same point. He is repeating the same point that from whom we should listen these things. And that's where our intelligence come into play, that whom do we listen from, what we choose to do. And and that again, our choices depend on our ego. So that famous verse again, which I will quite quickly like to recite, because there is very important quality of Lord Ram and Krishna as well, which Arjuna is saying that how did he got this knowledge? And same thing we should also repeat. Arjuna Vacha Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Saswatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vimu. So Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. So I'm focusing on Pavitram here. Yeah, we all try to be pure, no? We all try to purify our activities, our chanting, our philosophy, our mindset, our body, whatever. And then Arjuna says further, how did he got this knowledge? Is ahus twamunayas, ahus tvam rishayas sarve, devarshi naradas tatha, asito devalo vyasa, swayam chaiva bravishi me. So he got this knowledge from these authorities. And even Krishna has many times in Bhagavad Gita has also quoted that as Rishi Muni says like this. So it's not that somebody who's mentally speculating and who doesn't know what is what. And so probably it's not easy to understand. In fact, as we have discussed, that is Bhagavatam and even Bhagavad Gita is not for the faint-hearted, because it's very easy to get distracted and it's very easy to get confused. So in the purport, Prabhupada writes about this purity, that how actually we purify ourselves and how do we get the pure knowledge. And as Shukadev Goswami, only few verses he has covered so many, obviously philosophical side. In the purport, Prabhupada writes, in the Vedas, the Supreme Lord is accepted as the purest of the pure. One who understands that Krishna is the purest of the pure can become purified from all sinful activities. One cannot be disinfected from sinful activities unless he surrenders unto the Supreme Lord. Arjuna's acceptance of Krishna as the Supreme Pure complies with the injunction of Vedic literature. This is also confirmed by great personalities, of whom Narada is the chief. This is such a profound philosophy in such a simplistic way. This is Prabhupada, no? We have learned this word from Amrish Guru, punchlines. And it's so easy to implement. So easy to implement. And because it's so easy to implement, it's so easy to miss it also. And then we go, it's very easy to get distracted. It's very easy to get distracted. So on this auspicious day, I would like to wish all of you happy Ram Navami. May Lord Ram appear in your heart. We all have been very fortunate to go to Bhagavatam now. Sanjeev Prabhu is in Vrindavan, kya baat hai. And so it's very auspicious. And on this auspicious day, I would like all of you to bless me so that I can purify my own bhakti and remember Krishna as much as possible. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Dev.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. We require your blessings, the blessings of all the Vaishnavas, all of us. So let's all bless each other, all Bhadram Day, everybody's blessing each other. It's best. So that's wonderful, wonderful. Knowledge can be shared only when there is no enviousness, when there is no ego. Only then it can be nicely reciprocated. And in all of the dealings of Ram, Lord Ram, this is not present. And even with Mother Kaikai also, he never distinguished her, He rejected her. So there's a lot to learn about interpersonal skills and how one should deal as human beings. Wonderful. Hare Krishna. Who would like to go next? Please, please.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Wishing you a very happy Shri Ram Navami. Thank you, His Grace Amrish Prabhuji, Her Grace Pragya Devi Dasi Mataji, and His Grace Krishna Samarpan Krishna Prabhuji for giving us this opportunity to share our realizations and learn more about Sri Ram from other knowledgeable devotees. Thank you, all the devotees, for sharing your realizations. I would like to sing this prayer first before sharing my realizations. Ramo Rajmani Sada Vijayati Ramam Ramesham Bhaji Ramena Bhihata Nishacharcham Ramaya Tasmai Namaha. Ramanasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Daso Asmyaham Rame Chittalaya Sada Bhavatu Bhuram Mahamudharam. I contemplate on Sri Ram, who is the jewel among the kings, who always emerges victorious, and who is the Lord of Sita Devi. I bowed to Sri Ram, who destroyed the mighty armies of the demons. There is no greater refuge than Sri Ram. I am a humble servant of Sri Ram. Let my mind ever meditate on Ram. O Sri Ram, kindly grant me salvation. So we know that Lord's glories are unlimited and devotees love to discuss about them. We take great pleasure in discussing about Lord's different incarnations, Krishna, Ram, Vara, Narasimhadev, and all of them. So I would like to share this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, which His Grace Amrish Prabhuji has discussed before in the class a few years ago. गुरुवर्थे त्यक्त राज्यो विचरयद अनुवरम पद्मापद्भ्यां प्रियाया पाणि स्पर्शाक्षमाभ्यां ऋजित पथरुजो यो हरीन्द्रानुजाभ्यां वैरूप्याक्षूर्पणख्याः प्रियविरह रुषारुरोपित भ्रूविजृम्भ त्रस्ताब्धिर्बद्ध सेतुर्खलदवदनः कोसलेन्द्रो वर्तावताननः. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. To keep the promise of his father intact, Lord Sri Ramchandra immediately gave up the position of king and, accompanied by his wife, Mother Sita, wandered from one forest to another on his lotus feet, which were so delicate that they were unable to bear even the touch of Sita's palms. The Lord was also accompanied by Hanuman, or by another monkey Sugriv, king of the monkeys, and by his own younger brother, Lord Lakshman, both of whom gave him relief from the fatigue of wandering in the forest. Having cut off the nose and ears of Shurpanakha, thus disfiguring her, the Lord was separated from Mother Sita. He therefore became angry, moving his eyebrows and thus frightening the ocean, who then allowed the Lord to construct a bridge to cross the ocean. Subsequently, the Lord entered the kingdom of Rama to kill him, like a fire devouring a forest. May that Supreme Lord Ramchandra give us all protection. So this just one verse here has given a lot of stories about Lord Ramchandra. Lord Ramchand's pastimes here. So we know that Ram is the ideal son, and he is so obedient that he left everything and happily went to forest for 14 years just to keep his father's promise. One day before, he was announced to be the king of Ayodhya, and next day he was exiled. This teaches us that in this material world, there is no guarantee of anything. One moment you are happy, but next moment your happiness can turn into grief. So we have to learn to tolerate whatever Lord has planned for us. He is an ideal son, ideal husband, ideal brother, ideal disciple, and ideal king. Ram Rajya is a dream for all of us. Rama, meaning the supreme enjoyer, or one who gives pleasure to all. But what is the meaning of Raman? It's just opposite. One who causes others to cry. We see the total contrast in the qualities of Ram and Raman. Ram, who is the reservoir of all good qualities, but Raman, who is just misusing his power and forcing others to cry and suffer. So to annihilate such miscreants, Lord descends on this earth. As in Bhagavad Gita 4.7 and 8, Krishna says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharat, and a dominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion. I myself appear millennium after millennium. These days, we find Ramana everywhere who deny the existence of Ram because they can't see anything beyond their own egos. As Sanjay Prabhu also shared this Abjan Inti Mamudha, Manushim Tanumashritam. Krishna says that fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme Lord of all that be. We are living in godless society, and very few merciful devotees try tirelessly to preach about God and give right direction to the misdirected society. If we just understand what Krishna ordered in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 66, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchah. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. Then our life will be much easier and simpler. Lord Ram practically showed us how we can be very dheer in all the circumstances, how we can lead on an ideal life. So these are the points I have picked up today. There are lots and lots of beautiful things in Ramayana, in Lord's life, which teaches us everything. And whatever good qualities we can adopt will be the success of our life. So Raja Ram ki jai, Ram Navami Mahamahotsav ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mother. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. It's very nice, this realizations class. We all had our share of performing Aarti, remembering of Krishna, Prasadam feast, according to our capacity. And now we are trying to remember Krishna in his form as Lord Ram. How wonderful it is. If this is not blissful, what is blissful? Is it not so? Yeah. And for all of you who are starting your day, you're starting in this auspicious note. You had your morning program, your discussion, whole day, and you chant. How beautiful is this? This is Krishna consciousness. Not that we are lacking anything, as Guru Maharaj says. We have everything, but we have nothing. We don't lack anything.
We don't need
That is the
anything.
beauty of Krishna consciousness. Yes, we are very happy. This is Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. And this legacy must continue. Yes. Hare Krishna. I think now even the sun rays are finishing, it's coming in a very different way. The change is happening in the weather. We had big storms also in New Zealand yesterday and all that, for 2 days. So there's calm now after the storm. Although the world is full of storms, all storms happening around the world, we are happy. And now living in our Lala land, as they say. Yes. Who would like to speak now? Please feel free. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you, His Grace Ambrish Maharaj, Her Grace Panpagya Mataji, and His Grace Krishna Samarpan Krishna Prabhu for organizing this program and giving me opportunity to actually meditate on the appearance day of Lord Shri Ram and try to actually realize, from what we have studied so far in our programs and share our realization. Is my voice echoing? Sorry. So thank you, His Grace Avinash Prabhu, our guest Saraswati Mataji, and His Grace Sanjay Prabhuji for your very nice realizations. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvata tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mam iti so Arjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, Arjuna. So, actually, on the occasion of Sri Ramanavami, so first of all, happy Ramanavami to all of you. And thank you, Prabhuji, for actually, always giving us, opportunity and encouraging us to think, because initially is always actually challenging to actually meditate over the Lord Ram, because mostly we focus on Lord Shri Krishna. We study Bhagavad Gita, and I haven't really studied the Ramayana. But actually, Srila Prabhupada, I listened to Srila Prabhupada's lecture, and Srila Prabhupada always highlight that there is no difference. There is practically no difference between Lord Shri Krishna, who's the supreme personality of Godhead, and Sri Ram. That actually they both are actually the supreme, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, and Sri Ram is also Param Brahma. So actually, I also thought, whatever instruction those are actually given in Bhagavad Gita, those are very much applicable, or we can realize Lord Ram's mood as well from studying Bhagavad Gita. And I was actually thinking, because I wanted to actually understand what we can actually learn while we meditate on Sri Ram, that will help myself, in my devotional service. So I would like to share this verse from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse 21, quite very famous verse, everyone knows. Yad yad achariti shreshtas tad tad eva taro jana sa yeta pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. Srila Prabhupada ji ki jai. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow, and whatever standards he set by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. So here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, the people in general always require a leader who can teach public by practical behavior. A leader cannot teach the public to stop smoking if he himself smokes. Lord Chaitanya said that teacher should behave properly before he begin teaching. Now, one who teaches in that way is called Acharya, or the ideal teacher. And further, it says that the king or the executive head of the state, the father, the school teacher are all considered to be natural leaders of innocent people in general. All such natural leaders have a great responsibility to their dependents. Therefore, they must be conversant with the standard books of moral and spiritual codes. So actually, I was trying to meditate on this instruction. And as we see, actually, whenever I think of Lord Shri Ram, or whenever I hear about him, So everyone actually talking about his wonderful qualities, So, Lord Ram always referred as, actually in Marathi, actually, when I was actually in school, my grandfather, he told me, even actually we are Jain, we normally don't really follow the Hindu culture at the time. But he told me, you become like a Shri Ram, Ek Vachni, Ek Patni, Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. So I still remember that conversation, So, and he told me, actually, my grandfather was not educated person, but actually he was very religious. So he's told me, you become like Ek Patni, you should only marry once. Ek Vachni. He told me that once you give the word, never turn away, you always follow what you say. And you remain in your Maryada. It's called Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. So I said yes, and I didn't really understand at that time. Actually, I didn't even know the philosophy at that time, but I know that he is a very ideal character. And even actually in Jainism as well, actually we also gave the name of Ram, whenever child is born. So I always wondered, we don't follow the philosophy, we don't really actually celebrate all this festival, but we're very happy to give the name, to the child as a Ram, So I was always used to wonder, so there must be, something. And I got the actually opportunity later when I was in school days. I watched the Ramayana, on the TV. Everyone actually remember that actually, and it was very engaging. And actually, that's how I know Ramayana. And actually, I used to love, watching that Ramayana every Sunday. So that's how I actually know the story of Lord Shri Ram. So what I realize is that here is called Maryada Purushottam. So Lord Ram, even is actually Parabrahma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's appeared in like a human incarnation, within the limitation of actually human being's life, with all the actually limitations. And he showed that how to become an ideal son, as Mataji also mentioned, he was a very ideal son. So actually on the eve of a coronation, when his father, Dashrath Maharaj told him that he has to go on a vanvas for 14 years, because Mother Kaikeyi actually, she asked for this. So without even actually, uh, even in the moment, without any thinking, Sri Ram actually accepted that, and he was actually prepared to go on a vanvas. So for me, actually, when I think, because everyone know this story, and everyone actually heard it many times, but I was thinking that if same thing happened to us or me, even I'm not a king, even I don't actually own anything that is actually, anybody's jealous of. But still, even whatever we have to give up in a moment notice is not very easy, So he's exhibiting, as say, as a Bhagwan, he has all the 6 opulences. And one of the most important opulence is a Vairag. So I remember even Amrish Prabhu actually, he spoke about this, many years back on the actual occasion of Rama Navami. There's this quality of Vairag, so he owns actually, he's actually, he has all the wealth, all the fame, he's all powerful, but he's also actually detached from everything. He can give away all these things, in a moment. And Lord Ram actually, he showed this by his own example, how to become an ideal son, to follow the actually order of his parent, his father. So that one quality, actually I try to meditate, and also his ideal king, So even in the today's post, actually Amrish Prabhu actually he posted that about the Rama Raj, that everyone actually want a Rama Raj, So everyone is happy, no one has any diseases. Even actually nature is very favorable as well. Even in Rama Raj, whenever there is a rain, actually it used to rain during the night, and during the daytime, it is quite favorable, for all the farmers to go to the field and do the agricultural activities, So even so, when we think of a Rama Raj, so everyone is actually very nicely situated, and it even says there is no death for anyone who do not desire to die. So I can only dream of, and whenever we think that everybody like to be in a Ramaraj. So Srila Prabhupada was saying that, yes, he narrated this small story that actually one of his citizen, that he's actually, his son, actually, he died before him. And he came to Lord Ram and he complained, So it's so unnatural that actually my son has died before me. So there must be something wrong, in your kingdom. So Srila Prabhupada was actually speaking, he spoke on this point that as a king, Lord Ram has such a great responsibility. Even as a king, he's responsible if there is famine, if there is a severe heat or cold, king is responsible, Even someone's son is died, before his death. That is also actually king is held responsible. So there is a great actually responsibility placed on a king, who's actually the leader. So that is what we expect from the king or the leader. But Srila Prabhupada also, he mentioned that his citizens, they were ideal citizens. They were so devoted to Lord Shri Ram. And there was one Brahmana, he always used to come for his darshan, and he used to take, Lord Shri Ram. He was personally present at the time. He used to take a darshan, and then actually he used to break his fast. I remember Amrish Prabhu also narrated this story in his lecture. So actually, for once, it happened that actually Lord Shri Ram, he went on a political trip. He was away from the kingdom for a fortnight or some month, Srila Prabhupada mentioned. And this Brahmana, who desired to have darshan, he was there in his kingdom. But he couldn't able to take the darshan of Lord Shri Ram. So he waited, He did not actually take, his food or water. He fasted until Lord Ram actually returned from his trip. So he was fasting all this time, So when Lord Ram arrived, then he was informed, there's such and such, Brahmana. He's actually waiting for you, and he's wanted to take your darshan. And he didn't eat or drink anything for about, fortnight or month. So when Lord Ram heard this, he gave his darshan, and then Brahmana was very happy after that, and he broke his fast. But Srila Prabhupada mentioned, so yes, Lord Shri Ram, he was ideal king. His kingdom was ideal. Everything was, very favorable in his kingdom, but his citizens were equally qualified, So if you want to be in Ram Raj, then you have to also make yourself qualified as ideal citizen, who's equally devoted towards Lord Shri Ram. So that was actually, I tried to meditate on this point that yes, everybody want to actually see Krishna, want to be in company of a Krishna. So we are very excited, even we are not qualified. I'm not very qualified at all. But if you want to actually, have the association of Lord Shri Ram, then first we have to actually purify ourselves, So purity is very important. And Avinash Prabhu also spoke on this point, that we have to actually become a good actually follower. And as it is said here, the actually king is a natural leader, So in our program, actually Amrish Prabhu always put emphasis that he's actually training us to be a leader, So he wants everybody to be leader. He wants everybody to be preacher. And it comes with a great responsibility, especially when you become a actually preacher, So you are actually have the responsibility to teach. And here we're not teaching any ordinary knowledge, We're actually giving them a transcendental knowledge. And here, as it is said, that if you want to lead, then you have to teach by your own example, practical example. And when I have to preach, I have to actually preach this Bhagavad Gita, principles, knowledge from Bhagavad Gita, which is coming from actually Lord Shri Krishna himself. Then I have to actually first purify myself and qualify myself to actually teach it to other. I have to follow this, practically implement. It's a great responsibility. So this is not the first time I'm thinking about this. And actually, I'm thinking about this point from very first time when Amrish Prabhu asked me to give a class. I was not comfortable at all, because I'm myself not actually purified myself. I'm very much contaminated. I'm attached to all these material things, and actually I'm putting myself forward to teach. So that is not very good. So I spoke to Amrish Prabhu. I remember that conversation still now. But Amrish Prabhu said, then qualify, you implement before you preach, put everything in practice. So yes, actually, this is what we have to do. If I really want to actually progress in my devotional service, then I have to actually push myself to put all this instruction that has been taught to me in this program before I can actually preach. So initially I was very uncomfortable, but I also listened to Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada says that you cannot really wait until you become totally pure. So even care for Krishna, you should go and preach. You do the job of a postman. Actually, the postman, when he delivers the message, he do not actually open the letter. He do not see what is written in the letter. He does not own anything in the letter. He actually confidentially just deliver the message as it is, without any contamination, without putting anything from his mind. So we can do the same, but I should not use this as an excuse. Yes, we can actually try to learn. So we know the philosophy. We can actually try to actually pass this over to where I'm actually preaching as it is, without putting anything from my mind. But at the same time, I have to push myself to put this in practice as well. So as a leader or as a teacher, this is a great responsibility. And Lord Sri Ram, he's actually Parabrahma. He's not bound by anything, but still, in his incarnation of Lord Sri Ram, he did not cross his limitations. He suffered, whatever actually came in his way, and he has set the great example before us. How to lead a human life, and how to actually follow one's guru, or one's actually the leader. So this is what I actually understood. Lord Sri Ram, he's an ideal, he's an ideal leader that I can follow, and he's the supreme personality of God as well. So I would like to actually conclude my realization by singing this verse. So Saraswati Mataji also recited the same. So this is the same, actually, the verse that Amrish Prabhu taught us. The Maharaj used to sing this verse very nicely. So when I heard this, actually, it's very melodious, and I also try to actually memorize. So since then, actually, whenever in the morning, actually after the puja, I try to actually recite. Ramo Rajmani Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Abhihata Nisha Charchamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Ramanasti Parayanam Partaram Ramasya Tasosmyaham Rame Chittalaya Sada Bhavatu Me Bhora Mamudhara. I contemplate on Sri Ram, who is a jewel among the kings, who always emerges victorious, and who is the Lord of Sita Devi. I salute Sri Ram, who destroyed the mighty armies of the demons. There is no greater refuge than Sri Ram. I am a humble servant of Sri Ram. Let my mind ever meditate on Ram. O Sri Ram, kindly grant me salvation. Jai. Shri Ram Navami Mahotsav ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Hare Bo. Thank you, Prabhuji, for this opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Yeah, and thank you to all the devotees for your wonderful realizations. It's very nice. As I said, meditating on Krishna on his appearance days is very important. The most important thing is meditation. You see, everything depends upon meditation. So how much we're meditating, how much we can remember. So all these programs we have is actually to help us remember And yes, we've got feast also. We've got our personal sadhana too. But it's association which can help us to meditate. It's very important, and peacefully meditation. So that's very important. It's very important. So I hope I'm enjoying it very much. So I'm relishing it very much. I hope that all of you are also, relishing this. Now we'll wait for a couple of more minutes if anyone else wants to say anything. Or share their realizations. Please feel free. Hare Krishna. Okay, Hare Krishna. So I request Krishna Das now. We'll be watching a short lecture of Srila Prabhupada, by Srila Prabhupada, on Lord Ram, qualities of Lord Ram. It's about 15 minutes only. So please listen very attentively and watch very attentively. Hare Krishna.
Kala niyamena tishtan nana avatara akarat bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samabhavat parama puman jo govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ramante Yogina Anante Satya Nande Chidatmani Iti Rama Padena Asau Parabrahma iti abhidhiyate Ramante yogina anante satya nande chidatmani iti Rama padena asau Parabrahma iti abhidhiyate Ramadi Mutti Sakala Niyamena Tishtan Rama Nishinga Varaha Vaman Parasuram Balaram Buddha. There are innumerable incarnations of the Supreme Personality of God. Ramadi, of whom Lord Ramchandra is the chief. So, Ramadi Murti Sukala Niyamena Tishtan. Krishna simultaneously existing with his innumerable incarnation, like Rama, Nishinga, Varaha, ittad. Ramadi Murti Sukala Niyamena Tishtan Nana avataram akarat. So Krishna accepted so many innumerable incarnations, but the Supreme Personality, Paramapurusha, is Krishna. Ramadi Murti Sukalani Amena Tishtan Nanavatar makarat bhuvneshu kintu Krishna Swayam samabhava. In spite of his coming in different multi-incarnations, he personally also descends. Krishna Swayam samabhava parama pumanaju, the Supreme Personality. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. This is the prayer offered by Lord Brahma. Then again, in the Sattata Puran, the explanation of Rama is given. Rama, the word comes from the Ramadhat, Ramante. Ramante means fulfilling desires. So, Ramante Yogina Anante. Those who are yogis, Karmic Jnani and Yogi. And amongst the yogis, the Bhakta Yogi is the topmost. Yoginamapi sarvesham madgata antaratmana sadhyavan bhajate jo ma same yukta tamo mata. So, yogis, they are not interested with material enjoyment, because material enjoyment is temporary. So, Ramante Yogina Anante. Everyone is seeking after happiness, blissful life. But those who are less intelligent, Mura, they are satisfied with temporary so-called happiness of material existence. But yogis are not like that. Yogis are interested in the permanent happiness. Ramante Yogina Anante, not Ante. Antavattu imang diha. Anta means this body. Antavattu ime diha. Nitta sokta sharirina. But within the body, the proprietor of the body is Nitta. So Nitta Nityanam, if I am Nitta, eternal, then I should be interested in eternal happiness. But the eternal happiness is not possible to enjoy by this body. Therefore it is said, Ramante Yogina Anante. So Ananta Raman, that is the description of Rama. Rama means Ananta Ananda, unlimited happiness. Iti Rama Padenaso Parabrahma Vidhiyate. Rama is Parabrahma and Krishna is also Parabrahma. Krishna is recognized by Arjuna after understanding Bhagavad Gita. Parabrahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan. So there is no difference between Rama and Krishna. Krishna is also Parabrahma and Rama is also Parabrahma. Of Lord Ramchandra. So, we, Vaishnava, we have equal faith and obeisances to all Vishnu Murtis, Ramadi Murtis, Ram, Nisingha, Varaha, Narayan, Mahavishnu. There are Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi, Ananta Rupam. But we, Gauriya Vaishnava, or Madhya Gauriya Vaishnava, we are worshippers of Lord Krishna Murti. Lord Ramchandra's Murti and Krishna's Murti, there is no difference. But, as I have already explained, Krishna, Parabrahma, full-fledged. And Lord Ramchandra is also Parabrahma, but he did not exhibit his full-fledged opulence. These are very confidential things, but still, on the birthday of Lord Ramchandra, we offer our respectful obeisances at his lotus feet, so that he may be merciful upon us to bestow his bhakti, devotional service. We are all fallen souls. We have no power to approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But as it is directed by the Shastra, Sevanmukhi hi jivado sameva spuratada. So, although there is no difference between Sri Rama and Sri Krishna, but one devotee is attracted by one feature of the Lord and the other is attracted by other feature. Sometimes it so happened that Krishna disappeared from the Rasa dance and the gopis were very much eager to find out Krishna again. So, when they were too much eager to see Krishna where he is, Krishna appeared as Narayana, 400 Narayana. The gopis saw Narayana Murti but did not become attracted by him. All the gopis said, "Oh, he is Narayana. Let us offer respect," and they went out. Actually, there is no difference between Krishna and Narayana, but gopis were not very much interested with Narayana. They wanted Krishna. Although there is no difference between Narayana and Krishna. Similarly, although there is no difference between Rama and Krishna, some devotees are attracted with Rama Murti and some devotees are attracted with Krishna Murti. But factually there is no difference. But in the Shastras it is said that if you chant the name of Vishnu, Vishnu Sahasranam, by chanting 1000 times Lord Vishnu's name is equal to one name of Rama. And by chanting 3 times the name of Lord Rama, it is equal to one name of Krishna. This is the verdict of the Shastra. So, when we chant Hare Krishna, Rama is there already 3 times. It is not that because we are chanting Hare Krishna, we are neglecting Rama. No. With each Krishna name, there are 3 times Rama name. That is the verdict of the Shastra. Besides that, we are chanting also Hare Rama. Hare Rama and Sita Rama, the same thing. Hare Krishna or Hare Rama, there is no difference. This is also Ramdhan. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In the Shastras it is recommended, Agni Puran, Brahmanda Puran, Koli Santaran Upanishad, the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Besides that, when we chant Krishna's name, we chant also Lord Rama's name. Just like in the prayer offered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna, 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 He. Krishna, 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 He. Krishna, 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 Rakshama. Krishna, 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 Pahima. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Rakshama. Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava Pahima. So, devotees, they always chant together Krishna's name and Rama's name. So when there is question on Ramadhun, there is Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is Ramadhun. So there is no partiality that these people are simply after Krishna. Of course, we are a little more attached to Krishna, but that does not mean we do not know who is Lord Ramchandra. We know that he is also Krishna himself in his different feature of pastime. Ramadimutti sukala niyamena tishtan nana avataram akarat bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna sang samabhavat paramapumanaju govindavadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. See, the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, it's not that you listen to the video and Prabhupada talking, It is not like that. Something would happen and it will not work. So it is only by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj we are able to do so. It's so nice. We are getting such nice association, of learning. And Prabhupada roaring. So we'll sing just briefly for Lord Ram, meditate for a bit of Lord Ram. We speak few words, on Lord Ram. By the mercy of Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Maha Vishnu Goswami Iti Namine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Ram Shri Ram. Please repeat after me. Shri Ram. Repeat now. Shri Shri Ram, 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 Ragupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram, Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram, Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram, Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram, Sita Ram Jaya 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 Sita Ram, Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram, Pati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram, Sita Ram Jaya 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 Sita Ram, Sri 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 Ram. जय सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, लक्ष्मण भक्त हनुमान की जय, श्री राम नवमी महोत्सव की जय, जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री गुरुदेव की जय। हरे कृष्णा। Very nice, so peaceful. Is it not so? Suddenly you're at peace. You're absolutely in Vaikuntha. This is the power of Lord Ram. Lord Ram. So we'll discuss by the excellent glorious mercy of Guru Maharaj what Srila Gurudev will inspire us to speak today. Very briefly, because we have very little time left now. You see, human life is a life of suffering. If we don't understand this, then we'll be suffering. This is a fact. If you think human life is meant for enjoyment, then you are in deep trouble. You must गांठ बांध लो, affect yourself. Human life is a life for suffering. You see, you don't eat, you suffer. You eat more, you suffer. You eat less, you suffer. You must equal have balance. Unless there is spiritual touch, then you can go on without eating. If you see the percentage, as Srila Prabhupada would say, the percentage of happiness and distress. Distress is a bit more than happiness, although you may not realize this. Anxiety are more than non-anxiety. If you don't understand this, then we'll keep understand. Then nobody can make us understand. We'll keep suffering. We think we are enjoying. You see, it's just like as Prabhupada would say, the camel when he eats bushes in the desert, he also eats thorn, and the thorn bites his tongue, cheek, and he drinks the saliva, drinks the blood of his own self by chewing of the thorn, and it tastes is a very good taste. This taste is very good. I'm going to chew more. He's actually drinking his own blood, which is coming out of chewing the thorn. This is our problem. We are always searching for things which are non-existent. Think about it. Most of the time, we are searching for things which we do not have, which we think we will have. So it's not existing today. Is it not so? Think about it. Our lifetime, we are going to invest in, I want, I like, one day, this. And we stand in one place and we don't seem to appreciate where we are standing. Yes, this is a common philosophy. People say, live in the present. How do you live in the present? People say, live in the present. It's so difficult. But actually, an intelligent person lives in the present because the intelligent person knows what he or she has today, which he or she may not have tomorrow and did not suddenly have yesterday. Tell me, if you raise your hands, of course, sometimes you miss somebody, in some situation. So that is not going to come again. Agreed. Agreed. That is correct. But generally speaking, do you have more today than what you had yesterday? What do you think? Some situation may be different, I understand some cases, but generally you have more today than what you had yesterday. Just raise your hands if you agree. Yes. So that is the meaning of saying count your blessings, what you have, rather than what you don't have. What you don't have, you don't have. As one matures in one's life, one realizes that he doesn't control anything. When we are not mature, we think we control our thoughts, we can control our this, we control that, we control that. But as somebody matures after getting kicked from life and then realizing, my God, one is not in control of anything. That is when one controls and surrenders to Krishna. This is the point, sum and substance of Lord Ram appearing as human form on planet Earth. Is it not so? Of course, he has come with various different reasons. Lord Ram's pastimes and characters are innumerable, infinite. And I'm meditating upon this one aspect of Lord Ram. Human life is meant for suffering. You tell me, he is Lord Ram, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He came as a king, not as a pauper, correct? He was born as a king, of whom Maharaj Dasharath, whom the demigods had requested to come and fight for them with the demons. It's a powerful personality. But even that powerful personality had to be saved. And who saved? His wife, Mother Kaikai. And in that he said, I'll give, ask whatever you want. Never do such things. She said, I'll talk to you, I'll ask you when the time is right. I reserve my comments. The politicians, they say, when you ask, what do you think, sir? They say, I reserve my comments. That means I'm not commenting now, but I'll comment later on. So if you ask me some questions, I may sometimes say, I reserve my comments. If it is important. Somebody asks a question, what do you think? I say, why do you give answer to you? How will it make any difference to you, my answer? Will it make any difference? And why are you asking me the question? You see? Human life has to be very, very meticulously understood. And the first basic understanding is this, that body, human life means body. Any body will always suffer. Demigods, they live for longer period. Their enjoyment is very heavy enjoyment. And some of us, or all of us, would have been demigods in our past lives. In so many kalpas before, or before we went back to the body of Lord Mahavishnu. We would have been up there, back here. Never get lured by heavenly planets. Please, whenever you get the chance and you feel a choice is there, why to worry about Golok Vrindavan? We've not even seen Golok Vrindavan. I don't even know whether I can go to Golok Vrindavan. This is there in front of me. Enjoyment in the heavenly planets, with Indradev, all the demigods, is very luring. Very luring. Very intoxicating. My precious. In that movie. My precious. The ring. Exactly, we become like that. Yes, our face changes. Because our thinking changes. Our thinking depicts our face. The face is nice and pure and innocent. It's very nice. The face is we think what is inside. My precious. Please, never fall for this. Yes, we have never seen Golok Vrindavan. Yes, Vaikuntha, we may not be able to go to Vrindavan. But don't trade off. Do not trade off. Moment one opportunity is lost, we don't know once we go there, once we come back, where we will be. Because our enjoyment is so heavy, that's why we are here. Here enjoyment is there, you will fall down. Further down, lower species, my God. Imagine born as a cockroach. How will we come out of that? How will we? It's not a cockroach. I'm just saying, even human form of life, if we are not being particular, we are in a very precarious condition in the material world. Come what may, we must make full plans of living the material world. Full plans. Don't wait a second at a time. You may not know, oh my God, I do not know what is Guru Vrindavan, whether we can go or not. That is the reason why we have to follow the Acharyas. This is the reason why Prabhupada has written books. That is the reason why we have got Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj guiding us. So I may not know Golok Vrindavan. I may not know Vaikuntha planets. But they know. I got full faith in them. Keep that full faith and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Imagine Lord Ram were born as a supreme person of Godhead. He was born as a king. And he was king of the whole world. And he had to leave. We know the pastimes. He suffered. He had a most beautiful wife. Took her to the forest. And he went to forest not wearing shoes. Like we would go wearing forest, wearing our nice Nike shoes and whatever Adidas, your favorite shoes and walking and all those things. Nothing like that. Just barefooted he walked. And at every stage, his devotees met him. Do you notice this in Ramayana? Every stage devotees met him. Even that Kaivat met him, the boatman. He said, Lord Ram, this is a forest only, no? You stay here 14 years with me. Technically, is correct, right? You see, that's correct. I got my duty here. I'll be here. 14 years is very good. First class by the beach, by the shore, nice devotee here. First class. 14 years done, I go back. No. He said, no. Because he had other plans, the pastimes. You have to learn so many things. There are no shortcuts in life. Otherwise, Lord Ram would have taken a shortcut. Bharat came running when he heard. The most precarious condition was that of Bharat Maharaj. He said, everybody is blaming me. He did not say that. He knew. Everybody blamed him. He told his mother, what did you do? You should never have done this. I don't want this. He did not go and tell people that my mother did this. I did not do it. He just kept quiet. See? Because Bharat, Shatrugna, Lakshman, they are all the Chaturbhyuha expansions. Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. They all have come to show us that human form of life is full of suffering. And how to accept suffering and live peacefully. Lord Ram kept quiet, he did not blame anybody, correct? Similarly, Bharat Maharaj also did not blame anybody, correct? Everybody viewed him with suspicion. Even Lord Ram said when he was to come back, they sent Hanuman, said, go there. If Bharat is attached to his attacking the kingdom, then I don't want to go to the kingdom. Just see. He was pure bhakta of Lord Ram. And he knew this is going to happen. So when people are doing shadyantras or envious of you and speak ill about you on your back, be prepared for it. Don't fight. It's known. Only envious, they create rumors. And the rumors are accepted by the not so intelligent, by the compromised. They're accepted by the compromised. Otherwise, those who don't compromise, they say, I don't want to listen to this. Sorry. But to sit and listen, although it is wrong, it's a rumor, they are compromised. And the rumors against you or whoever is carried by the foolish or those who do not know anything. This is my experience, my words. There's a saying like this, but it's a different wordings there. I do not know what the wordings are. So from Lord Ram's lifetime and from the life of all his near and dear ones, the mother Kaikai suffered. His father passed away in separation, couldn't survive. His mother was completely distraught, but nobody blamed her. Because they accept providence. And you must understand this. This also is reflected in the life of Mother Kunti. You see, there is one very nice incident where during the very auspicious month, Yadus and Vrishnis, they all went to Kurukshetra to take bath. So during those pastimes, with the eclipse and all that, all the different kings, after the Rajasura sacrifice of Yudhishthira Maharaj, they also came. They are astonished to see Krishna. The Pandavas came. With them came Mother Kunti. Kunti told her brother, Vasudeva. She was the one who was always suffered, right? So all others were enjoying, she suffered. And she said that I'm so fortunate to have Shurveer personalities and brothers like yourselves. She was not blaming anybody. Although with our limited mind we thought it's blaming. It's not. See, but nobody is standing with me. She said, you are the great personalities. The rarest of the rare in the whole mankind. But in our suffering, nobody is standing with me. When somebody suffers, nobody stands. There's a very nice discourse, If Gurudev wants, desires, we can have a nice topic of discussion on that, It's very nice verses. And at that time, just in short, Vasudeva accepted her position. She said, yes. What to do is providence, It's very powerful. So when Kams was present, he removed us everywhere. We had to run away. So now that he is present here, he's not there that we present all this. And then they started to meet other people who came. But this touched me very much of Mother Kunti. Because she always had this burden of all her small siblings. So we may think that they are from rich family, their children, her husband was the king of the whole earth. So naturally, her child is going to become the king of the whole earth. Correct? So powerful, so opulent. But it is also a burden because after the father, the younger brother took charge as a caretaker, but he annexed it. He wanted to annex everything. So at every stage, for no fault of Mother Kunti and her children, they were threatened to kill. Why? So there is nobody to get the throne. Dhritarashtra can take the throne with his children, all his children. You understand this? So more wealth is more problems also. Otherwise, you tell me what is lacking for Mother Kunti, Queen Kunti? Nothing lacking. But she was under distress. So Lord Ram has taught us this. How to lead and face suffering. We tend to blame others. We are human. We are not Lord. We are not God. Of course, He can tolerate. He has unlimited toleration. Of course, things become overwhelming. Of course, all this is absolutely correct. Or as I said, Lakshman also, and so also Bharat and Shatrugna, they are not ordinary living beings. They could take all this pressure because they are Supreme Personality of Godhead. All of them. But they have taught us, no? That's why they have come as a human being. Ravan showed his opulence of 10 faces. Yeah, and his power. Lord Ram did not. And that's why people thought he's just ordinary human being, a sage walking, in the forest with no one to help him. Who helped him? He had whole Sena in his kingdom, right? Everybody would have come. He did not go there. Hey, my wife will take and come. Then I'll go back and I'll do my 14 years of exile after that. He did not do that. He did not go back and brought his Sena and fought with Ravana. He said, no, I'm an exile. I'm nobody. I have nobody. So he took help of anyone who came. So that is the reason why whoever can do their devotional service, do not undermine the power of their devotional service. A spider, there's a story, as we went there in Ayodhya Puri Dham, there's a big monument of a squirrel, is it not so? We saw this big squirrel. Anyone remembers that squirrel story? Please remember. Please share. What is that story with everybody else? Please. Yes, who remembers? Please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes,
Yeah.
very well.
The story was that there was a monument of squirrel right when they took exit from the Ram Mandir, and there was written that the squirrel wanted to do some service, so she picked very small rocks and tried to put that when Sri Ramchandra were creating the bridge toward Lanka. And you told us that like no one can tell you that you cannot do devotional service. Even a small thing you can do, that is devotional service.
Absolutely right. This is Lord Ram. He accepted. He had servants like Lord Hanuman, and all the other Vanaras and the bears. All of them he had supporting him, taking big boulders, carrying tons and tons, and throwing. And he had a squirrel too. And the squirrel's desire was to do service to Lord Ram. And Lord Ram accepts everyone's service. So nobody should say that, oh, you are doing bekar service or you're doing small service. No. If you're doing service, you're doing service. Full stop. Nobody should say. It is big aparadh if people say, oh, they're not doing service. No, they should say they're doing service in their own best possible way. Good for them. We are very busy doing our service. So our business from this should be that we are very busy to look into other people. What are they doing? We are not interested. We are interested in our own self, whether I'm doing or not. This is Ram, Lord Ram. So Lord Ram accepted service from everybody, including squirrel, including big. According to your capacity, you do service. Why not? As human beings, as a human being, the problems of life he manifested. As a king, he lost his kingdom, lost his wife, correct? Got his wife back, correct? Went back to kingdom, correct? Became king, correct? Problem solved? No. They lost his wife after this. Then he did not see the children, his own children. You say this is a very good life? You want this life? So for any difficulty that human being can suffer, he's suffering already. And the relationships, interpersonal skills in this crisis, how we must live life is been shown. So for everyone who loves Lord Ram, we must learn this from Ram. And do not expect others to be acting like Lord Ram if we are acting like demon or demonesses. No expectation. We worry about our own self. That I'm acting like this or not. That doesn't mean you become foolish. You've seen in dealing with me how we dealt. I've fired so many people in Braj, those people did wrong. There's some security man, this auto fellow, this. I was going to Don't do such things. I'm a demon, so I do it. But what I'm trying to say is that do not be cheated. Right? Charity we do somewhere else. And the biggest charity we do is by giving knowledge. The biggest charity. This is the reason why, since eternity, Lord Ram always attracts every living being. Because his character is very much, his life is very much that of human being suffering, because he's called, he's born as a human being. And that's why he's called Maryada Purushottam now. He's a topmost Purush, no doubt, but he lives in Maryada. He doesn't cross his Maryada, as we discussed, devotees discussed very nicely. So we should also remember our Maryadas, our limitations, and work according to our limitations. Women, ladies, gents, children, boys and girls, old people, young people, everybody can learn this from Lord Rama, from Ramayana. It doesn't require us to be big scholars, does it? So if we want to associate with these personalities, if they are suffering, how can we not suffer? That is up to us, right? Now we're talking about us now. Okay. So if our dear Lord Ram has suffered so much for us, how can we enjoy? You tell me. And you want to enjoy rasagullas and chicken and pizzas and this and that. Of course you must enjoy. I'm not saying you don't eat. I'm just telling you this point. Have it. Have nice things. But I must appreciate this. So if our Lord Ram has suffered, we can also suffer a little bit in our life. So the share of our suffering that is coming, at Krishna is making sure that our karmas are getting cured from him. Please be very careful. If ladies wants their husbands to be Lord Ram, then they should be like Mother Sita. They cannot be shouting, screaming like demonesses and then have a husband like Lord Ram. Why you are not like Ram? What are you doing, man? It's not how it is. And similarly, husband should not have wife expert to Sita when he's acting like a Ravana. Nothing like that. So both have to learn. I'm suffering. I'm a frail person. Nobody. Who am I to say anything? So please, always remember this. We're promise keepers. Same Lord Ram was promise keeper. What is that famous saying? You all know. You know more of Ram than me, man. What is it that is said about Lord Ram, promise keeper? You know. I put you on spot. Still, tell me.
एकवचनी एकपत्नी पुरुषोत्तम रामचंद्र sorry
Yeah, Raghukul Rita Sada Chali Ai, Prana Jai par Vachan na Jai. Promise keepers. Yes, be very careful with the promise. Kali Yuga is very difficult. Very difficult to understand these things. But you may not change the world. To change the world, you can change the whole world in a second by changing yourself. So these are very practical things. These are not some big philosophy we are discussing. You have to earn money, you have to maintain family, you have to. Bombs are falling, of course. Petrol prices are going up, of course. There'll be lockdowns, of course. There will be no jobs, of course. There will be no this, of course. There will be no that, of course. Pressures are very high, of course. Those who are in business are suffering big time. Those who are in job also suffering. And they suffer with their health more. You not realize. Do not be Shudras. Be Brahmanas who are acting like Shudras. Brahmanas mean intelligent people. So be very careful. The world, everybody is cheating everybody. You are suffering But those people who are making you suffer are not suffering. Don't think they are suffering. They are enjoying, so-called. Those who are making money are making money. Vast majority, all of them are not making money, all of us. But the people are making money, they're making money. Don't worry. You know, they had this, what is that website where they betting goes on? Somebody, you know about this or not, all of you? Are aware about this or not? Man, again, when I ask you something about real life, you don't even know this. You do not know. Betting website. Array, the person, when they went and got hold of Maduro, the president to be picked up, this person betted he will be picked up. Few minutes before he was picked up, a few hours before, half an hour before picked up. It happened. He took away all the millions and went away. And you cannot find out who the person is. You tell me. Second, again in the same website, they said Iran's this thing is going to be killed. He killed a few minutes before he put this post, bet on it, bombed, killed, he out of it, taking money, billions he took out, gone. So you're living in this world. You do not know. Seriously, you guys don't know. You're too busy working. Shudras. Shudras. This is called Shudra. I'm sorry. I also work very hard. I have to work so hard. Do not tell me, man. I spend hours and hours. But boy, I know this. How come you do not? This is called Shudra. I was very busy working like a donkey. You know, you are donkeys. Then you're meant for donkeys. Suffer. Work hard, carry the load. Waiting for the evening time that my boss will give me some some grass and I'll eat the grass. All throughout grasses are surrounding you, you not eat. Exactly. Because you are not keeping your eyes and ears open. Nothing happens out of chance. Material world. So Lord Ram has taught us to lead very peaceful life. And this peace is very important to save yourself from the turbulence of going on now. It happened in the past, going on now, will happen in the future. Do not worry. There is no shortage of problems. But if you are going to be clouded, if your brain is going to be clouded by the problems thrown on you, when are you going to see the future? The vision. When are you going to see that? And this is what they'll do. They'll make you busy about today only. This deadline, that deadline, this meeting, that thing. You should be very expert in doing this. After that, okay, I have to go. Or go out. You can always take a half an hour break. I'm going for a walk. Or I'm having my lunch. Go out for lunch. Going for a meeting, go for a meeting, go for a walk. What's stopping you? Now you should be here at 4 o'clock. What do you mean, man? 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Yeah, I got late. It was traffic. Thank you. I'm not saying you lie. I'm just telling you, take out time for yourself to think and analyze that how are you going to go in the future. You know, this is not clever at all. At all. You must know the art of. I've always trained you. I've trained you in one thing. What did I train you in? The art of
making our own decisions.
sorry?
Making our own decisions.
Yes, an art of forecasting. Take a decision based upon what you think. You decide. That is also there, that is also there, that is also there. Correct. Everything is correct. So what will you decide? Tell me. My questions are like this also, right? This is also right, that is also right. Which one will you take? Free. I should charge you guys for this. Nobody does this, man. I'll become rich. I'll seriously charge you people. I'm going to charge this. I'm making a business, man. Seriously. Yeah. So, Lord Ram, today's our concentration is Lord Ram. And material world is full of suffering. Our body is of material world. So it's bound to be suffering. If a body is all right, the brain is not all right. The brain is all right, then something else is not happening. That is happening. That is happening. Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, Adhyatmik, all dukkha are there. Tell me where is not suffering. You tell me. At every point in time, something is there. So beat it. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Live your life peacefully, and so you accept it. Yes, suffering is there. Next, what else? Tell me what next? And you should be encouraging others. This I'm telling you something new today. Everyone who is with us should have the capacity to encourage others, even if you are suffering. You are suffering, of course you're going to suffer. If others do not know this, ask for help, encourage them, help them, uplift them. This is a good leader. Not, oh my God, I need help, my, and you cannot help others. No, they come to help. You have to give them pep talk. Okay? Because we know for sure what is their destiny is going to happen. So what is not their destiny will not happen. So let us do the best what we can do. Yeah? Hare Krishna. So we discussed about Lord Ram, the primary, one of the reasons why he came in this material world to teach us this. He came for unlimited reasons. We are not unlimited. We spoke about one quality. And we saw how his personal servants and associates also came with this one quality. How we related that to us, that material world is suffering. They came to show us as human form of life, in human form. So we should learn that and stop complaining. Get on with it. Of course, when you need help, ask for help. But that doesn't mean you keep asking for help all the time. Sometimes you have to grow up, do your own things, pack up your own things, do your own stuff. Find your ways. Okay. Third thing we discuss is this, that material world will always bombard us to think and make us think of like us, always in crisis. Remember, when somebody makes easiest way to control somebody is to create a crisis. When there is a crisis, everybody is afraid, and they cannot think rationally. Nothing happens out of coincidence. All right. So you must take out time to think and forecast intelligently and take decisions, right or wrong. Those who are young, short taking decisions will help you in your life. Those who are not so young, wherever you are doing, wonderful, I'm sure you are doing. All this is for my benefit. We discussed these three, and the fourth thing is this, that at any point in time, we must be, once we accept that these problems are happening, then we should be encouraging others who are not aware. This is the best way to preach. Okay? Right. Jai Syavar Ramachandra ki Jai, Lakshmana Bhakt Hanuman ki Jai, Shri Ram Navami Mahotsav ki Jai, Shri Sai Gaur Chandra Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Okay, so whose turn is it to sing Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us today?
Hare
Oh,
Krishna Prabhuji.
it is my turn. Oh,
Hare
you've
Krishna,
got turn
Prabhu.
here. Hare Krishna ji, किधर है जी आप जी?
Prabhuji asking where are you?
Vrindavan.
ओ आप वृंदावन में हो जी, बहुत बढ़िया जी। क्या खाया आपने वृंदावन में जी?
Pizza.
पिज्जा खाया, अरे वाह वाह वाह, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड। खाइए खाइए, पिज्जा भी खाइए, चैटिंग भी कीजिएगा, ठीक है ना? चलो, बहुत बढ़िया। Now sing Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us with actions. I will follow you. और जरा स्क्रीन में आ जाइए प्रभु जी, थोड़े से लेफ्ट में आ जाइए, पिताजी के बाजू में आ जाइए। हाँ, बराबर। संजय बाबू आप भी स्क्रीन में आ रहा, वरना हमको बैन कर देंगे ये लोग। हाँ ठीक है, परफेक्ट। चलिए 1 2 3।
Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us.
Maharaj, Maharaj, please hear us.
We have learned some real good stuff.
We have learned some real good stuff.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
And today for you we will sing.
And today for you we will sing.
If our room is clean,
If our room is clean,
then our mind is clean.
then our mind is clean.
If our mind is clean,
If our mind is clean,
we can do anything.
we can do anything.
If our room is clean,
If our room is dirty,
then then so are we.
then so are we.
And if we are dirty,
And if we are dirty,
we're not happy.
we are not happy.
Wasting time
Wasting time
is the greatest crime.
is the greatest crime.
Because wasted time
Because wasted time
means a wasted mind.
means a wasted mind.
So best is your time
So best use your time
when you're in your prime.
when you are in your prime.
And your whole life
And your whole life
will be sublime.
will be sublime.
If your wealth is gone,
If your wealth is gone,
then there is nothing wrong.
then there is nothing wrong.
But if your health is gone,
But if your health is gone,
that's a different song.
that's a different song.
If your character dies,
If your character dies,
then the world will cry.
then the world will cry.
Saintly behavior
On saintly behavior,
with less humanity strive.
less humanity thrives.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
You must always remember Krishna
You must always remember Krishna
and never forget him too.
and never forget him too.
But how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
But how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
That is the greatest question.
That is the greatest question.
And here's the greatest clue.
And here is the greatest clue.
You must learn to act so nicely that Krishna remembers you.
You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you.
So listen very closely
Listen very closely
and make your thinking sharp.
and make your thinking sharp.
Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't depart.
Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't depart.
If something's due tomorrow,
If something's due tomorrow,
finish it today.
finish it today.
Whatever's due today,
Whatever's due today,
do it now, don't delay.
do it now, don't delay.
Your friends might be lazy
Your friends might be lazy
or doing bad
or
things,
doing bad things,
but you think again,
but you think again,
don't follow them,
don't follow them,
and you'll win in the end.
and you will win in the end.
Whatever work we're given,
Whatever work we are given,
we do our very best.
we do our very best.
We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest.
We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest.
This is how to live, to work and to play. You'll learn to let this way, you'll see Krishna every day.
This is how to live, to work and to play. You learn to live this way, you'll see Krishna every day.
When our time is up, he'll take us up above. We'll sing and dance with him with a heart full of love.
When our time is up, he'll take us up above. We sing and dance with him with a heart full of love.
So chant Krishna's name, his glories and his fame. It's the only way this world will ever become sane.
So chant Krishna's name, his glories and his fame. It's the only way this world will ever become sane.
Now please ask this greatest question
Now please ask this greatest question
and find this greatest clue.
and find this greatest clue.
You can only remember
You
Krishna
can only remember Krishna
if Krishna remembers you.
if Krishna remembers you.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah.
Jai His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev ki Jai. Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Chandra Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Shri Ram Navami Mahotsav ki Jai. Shri Sitaram Lakshman Bhakt Hanuman ki Jai. Hare Krishna. All of you have a wonderful Shri Ram Navami. Let Lord Ram come and establish himself with Mother Sita in your hearts. And please pray for me too. And so I can understand Lord Ram and follow Srila Gurudev Srila Prabhupada very sincerely and make my life a success that is meant to be. Okay, so we'll meet you again on Sunday, Krishna willing. Till then, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Thank you very much,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you very much, Lord.
Thank you,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Hare,
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.